Hello, my name is Colin Northway. I'm the author of Incredipede, and in this video I'm going to show you just the basics of building. So this is Quazzle, and Quazzle can change your shape, but that's really up to you, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so you always got to start by building some kind of bone, some kind of leg for Quazzle. So to do that, you just take your mouse, and you click, and you hold, and then you drag it out to wherever you want it to be. You can make one, and then you can make two, just click and then drag around. You can make legs on top of legs, click and drag around. Make legs on top of legs on top of legs. You can make tons of legs. You can only make them so long, so that's as long as you can make a leg, and then you can also only make legs on top of legs so long, so that's as long as you can make that. And you'll see that since this leg's right now as long as it can get, if I build a leg from the halfway point here, then that can only be the same distance away. So every foot can only be so far away from Quazzle's head. So you'll see this foot can only be that long because it's already so far away from Quazzle's head. Alright, deleting legs is just as easy. You just drag them into where they started and bloop, they disappear. So we'll delete a bunch of these. Alright, and then the other super important part of Incredipede is adding muscles. So legs are all well and good. Here, if we add some legs, you can see, Quazzle sits there on her legs, but she doesn't really do much because she doesn't have any muscles yet. And so if you want to add a muscle, just click on one of these pink kind of muscle points. This is where Quazzle's muscles grow. And then you get either a purple muscle or a red muscle. So I'll add a red muscle, and we'll start her up. And we'll see now I can use the keyboard, the arrow keys, or the A and D keys, or if you're using an AZERTY keyboard, some different set of keys, to move this muscle around. I can kind of just barely move. Not a particularly well-designed Incredipede here. Deleting a muscle is pretty simple. You just click on the muscle, or you click on that point again, and then there's a little delete handle you can click. If you want to change which side the muscle is on, that's easy to do as well. You can do that. Alright, so now let's talk about the two colors of muscles. So there's obviously orange muscles and purple muscles. So I'm going to move all these in. Actually, I'm going to put that back. And here, I'll demonstrate to you what the difference between those two things are. So they basically do the same thing, but they do the opposite of each other. So here there's a pink muscle, and here there's a purple muscle. So now, when I hit the right button, those muscles move in opposite directions. So that's the only difference between the two muscle types, is that one spins one way, and the other spins the other way. So you'll see if I did this instead, if they were both red, then they spin in sync. And if they're both purple, then they also spin in sync. So this gets interesting when you start doing things like this, where if they're both the same color, you get this kind of weird reciprocal motion. And if they're opposite colors, you get this kind of elbow motion. And so when you think about your own body and your own muscles, you get a ton of different behavior out of these just two different decisions. Alright, and then if you want to delete or move around limbs with muscles on them, that's totally cool. That's totally fine, you can delete them. The only other way you can move muscles is, or move bones, is you can grab their base, kind of move them around, decide you want it to be over there, decide you want it to be up near the top. Now if these muscles, or if these legs are super long, if we drag this muscle way down here, then you won't be able to move that base up very much, because it would make the leg too long. So always think about your maximum leg lengths and what muscle combinations you're using. and you will be totally cool. Alright, that is how the basic building in Incredipede works. Have fun.